Michelle Obama once said, "It is our collective and individual responsibility to preserve and tend into the world we all live." Think about what that means. If you haven't guessed it already, it's talking about the environment. Every individual human being needs to have standards for themselves on how to help their city, community, state, country, and the world. If we don't take this seriously, we're going to have major issues. Frequently, things that can be recycled like this gets tossed into the trash can every day and is sent to the landfill every week. Today, every single one of you watching this will understand the importance of recycling and how it will help our environment. Therefore, let's get started with the understanding of recycling. In the article, The Cycle of Recycling stated across the country, recycling has skyrocketed. 8 years ago, we only had 1,000 curbside programs. Today, we have over 7,500. Hundreds of schools have recycling programs too. Schools and workplaces recycle to help our planet. It is seldom to find a whole neighborhood recycling. Recycling consists of 3 main steps. Number 1, collecting and processing. Number 2, manufacturing. Number 3, purchasing recycled products. After collection, recyclables are sent to the revisiting recycling material recovery facilities to be sorted and cleaned. As other commodities, recycling materials are bought and sold at fluctuating prices. After being cleaned and sorted, recyclables move on to the manufacturing stage, in which they either are made with complete or partially recyclables. As you see it right here, there's newspapers, aluminum foils, and other recyclables that can be recycled. In the article, Dear Earth Talk, I can't understand why is it not mandatory to recycle in the U.S. Vicky explains, mandatory recycling is a hard sell in the U.S., where the economy runs largely along free market lines, and landfilling waste remains inexpensive and efficient. In addition, have you ever thought of the benefits it is to recycle for our environment? Well, recycling reduces waste and protects our environment. For instance, recycling reduces the need of landfills, prevents pollution, saves energy, decreases emission in house gases that contribute to global climate change, conserve natural resources such as timber, water, and minerals. In the article, Revisiting Recycling tells us recycling and manufacturing industries provide about 1 million manufacturing jobs and generate more than $100 billion in the revenue. Also, global warming is a big problem in our society today. A threat to the ozone layer gases that are emitted from factories. As you can see in my demonstration, the gases and the smoke gets out to the ozone layer, which affects and has climate change. Also, wars, like World War I and World War II. The wars cause destruction of many forests, and the ozone layer impacts in the atmosphere and causes global warming and climate change. In the article, Foreign Nationals Perspectives about Climate Change Impacts on the Environment, a participant stated, in my opinion, modern wars and wars in the industry which have a significant impact on forests and green areas, converting them into deserts. Lastly, the use of pesticides harms our environment. As you see on this diagram, there's bugs all over. These are caterpillars, butterflies, even grass and flowers. Pesticides are commonly used in schools and homes against fleas, flies, cockroaches, head lice, any type of bug. Many schools and daycares also use it regularly. Children are exposed to pesticides every day, used on lawns, gardens, playgrounds, playing fields. It can be tracked indoors. Wooden playground structures are often treated with preservatives to prevent rotting and wood-eating insects. In the article, pesticides use is abuse of our children's environment. Exposure to pesticides in schools and at home can cause behavioral and learning disability. Wendy P. explains, children are regularly exposed to harmful substances in their school and at home that can cause behavioral and learning disabilities. Chemical pesticides are over one of the major dangers in our world today. Even though cities and communities don't care about the reduction of pesticides, pesticides harms our human beings and affect children the most. In the article, recycle it, don't toss it, reuse it, and reduce it creates a healthier planet. It explains, in a year, its owner, Ryan Knight, reduces his dumping fees dramatically, and he figures out how to sell and reuse 60% of what his crew has picked up from houses and businesses. Just learning these simple facts really can help someone change their perspective on how to help the environment. As you can see right here, this is a diagram of the ocean. We need to stop littering and polluting the ocean and help save the animals. The phrase reduce, reuse, and recycle is our goal today, ladies and gentlemen. Find ways to help, like purchasing in bulks, saves less packaging, or make an outdoor-indoor compost. If you have employment and they don't recycle, encourage your management to recycle. Now remember what Dalai Lama once said, it is our collective and individual responsibility to preserve and tend to the world that we all live. Thank you.